Good morning, guten Morgen, magandang umaga, konnichiwa, bonjour. Whoa, humidity is not my friend. So I would like to share something that happened personally. This is just a personal testimony to give you something to think about. So the last Wednesday of June, I went out with my daughter. I have a 20-year-old daughter, and we do once a week, sometimes twice a week, we'll hang out. And that morning, I used my debit card twice. Now, I don't have a credit card, I just have a debit card with a Visa logo on it. I used it that morning for gas, and then I went to the store before I picked my daughter up. So we were hanging out and we do errands, and I take her. She has her driver's license, but she doesn't feel comfortable driving solo yet. So when we're hanging out, I do a lot of the driving. So I take her to the different stores that we go to buy snacks or something. And so later on that afternoon, we were at a store and I tried to use my debit card to buy the two items, and the girl at the register can you say register without stuttering? Sorry. At the register said that it didn't say anything like insufficient funds or anything. It just said that it declined. And I had more than enough money in this account, so I thought maybe it was a chip problem or something. So I tried to put it through. It went and asked for my PIN number. I put the PIN number in, and then it said it declined again. So I was like, all right, I don't know, maybe it's there, register. And I was thinking about a lot of different things, like, oh my gosh, did somebody get a hold of my account and drain my account out? Do you think of the worst things, I think, sometimes? So I had my daughter look up on her phone, because I have banking online where I can check my balance. So I had her check it for me, and there was the money that I thought was in there was still there. And so I'm like, all right, maybe it was just a fluke. So we went to her local grocery store, and I tried using my debit card again, and it declined. And I was like, all right, this is, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. So she has a debit card through the same bank, and she used hers and it declined. So I was like, all right. So it was a little bit past 4 p.m., close to 4:30, and TD Bank was closing at 5 o'clock that day. So we went to the bank, and there were a half a dozen people there saying that their card was also declined. So it wasn't just me. When my daughter's got declined, I sort of had a small form of relief, because it wasn't just my card, it wasn't just my account. Even though I was sad that hers didn't work as well, but I'm like, oh, it's not just me. So when we went there, the bank teller stated that nationwide and throughout the entire US, they were having a problem that day where anyone with a Visa logo, MasterCard still worked, but Visa logo, hi sweetheart, my little dog, that for whatever reason it wasn't working. So I had taken out $200 that day because I wanted to make sure that I had cash on hand now, because I'm like, I didn't know how long this was going to you know, be a thing. And my daughter took out cash in hers, and it made me reconsider to always have cash on hand now, just in case my debit card doesn't work. Now, I've heard a lot of conspiracy theorists talking about you better take all your money out of the bank because you won't be able to get your funds out, etc., etc. But I'm not really into fear mongering, and I'm really not into going overboard and overreacting, because I mean, these same conspiracy theorists were talking about remember when they said that there was going to be a diesel shortage and that tractor trailer trucks are going to be stranded on the road? I never saw that, and you still don't see that today. So I thought that the whole get your money out of the bank was getting a little overboard. I have direct deposit at 2 of my jobs, so I don't keep a large amount in my account, but I'm not panicky, and again, I don't like to overreact. Sorry that I keep looking out the window. It's much nicer than looking at a camera. So anyhow, what I wanted to share with you is, the other day I tried to get gas and my chip reader failed, and I had to go into the gas station to do it through the cash register. But again, I want you to consider that if the power goes out, if for whatever reason that your debit card or Visa card or any pay by anything other than cash fails, what are you going to do? What if you are nearly running out of gas and you're at the pump and you tried to use a card and it doesn't work? I never really allow my gas tank to go under half a tank. I always keep it filled, which is another smart thing to do. It's not being paranoid, it's just you never know when the next time you can go and get gas. So I'm just here to share a testimony that I still don't believe take your money out of the bank or whatever, that it's all gonna go south. But we know that there are things that could happen and may happen that I just want you to consider and be wiser, and have extra supplies, have extra cash on hand, because just be smart. You don't have to be a prepper. You don't have to be a doomsdayer. Just be smarter. I hope I plant a good seed. I love you. God bless.